welcome to the Dwight P. Mitchell City Center Park in the heart of downtown Benton Harbor. I am Pat Moody, and I am a champion for change. It is truly proper that we meet in this place at this time because Pete Mitchell, after whom this space has been named, has been a lifelong change agent for the community of Benton Harbor and all of Michigan's great Southwest. He has spent his entire life as a champion for change. This is a program of the people, by the people, and for the people. Nobody owns the rights to it because everybody owns the rights to it. You heard these young people and people from all walks of life arriving here declaring loudly and proudly that they are champions for change. So who are they? And what is this state of mind, this declaration of opinion, this champions for change thing? What's it all about? Let me take you back a few years to a time when far too often folks from outside of our region would stop only briefly to refuel their cars along I-94 or Red Arrow Highway, maybe refuel their bodies with a pit stop at one of our restaurants, and then continue on to their big adventure to the rest of pure Michigan for their summer vacation, their winter outings, their spring fling, or their fall leaf peeping. Our corner of the world had harbor country seemingly on one end of the map, and Saugatuck, Holland, north of Traverse City, Mackinac on the opposite end of the map. We were kind of the forgotten ones. We were the plain Janes. We were the quick stop by and be on your way place. Once we recognized that this was really a best-kept secret to all of us, and once people started talking about changing the paradigm and changing the attitude and changing the image, a funny thing started to happen. People began to embrace the concept of change. People began to embrace the possibilities for such amazing attractions as the return of the heyday of the old Silver Beach amusement park. People began to welcome the fact that a world-class casino in our midst might just attract a substantial new crowd of visitors. People began to think big. They began to talk big. And they began to act big. People began to think like champions, began to talk like champions, and they began to act like champions. Just a few short blocks from here, the rebirth of Benton Harbor was launched by a hearty band of souls who knew that a vibrant arts district could be a superb catalyst to bring the people back. A few short blocks from there, the reclamation of land became an exclamation of land when the extended community collaboration that has become Harbor Shores proved to be a superb catalyst to bring the people together. And a few short blocks from there, the desire to preserve and protect the space below the bluff in St. Joe became the overriding factor that united another hearty band of souls who knew that it was time to do the right thing, and it was the right thing to do. And then they put their money and where it could work its magic, proving to be a superb catalyst to bring people to stay. So the people came back, and the people came together, and the people are staying now for longer periods than they have in decades. But my friends, the reason that all of this has worked is not because of the big people or the big money or the big ideas. The reason this all worked is because so many of the everyday people, including those with little or no money, but with truly heartfelt ideas, hiked up their pants, rolled up their sleeves, screwed up their courage, and went to work to make it happen. In short, before a single draft beer was tapped at the livery, before one gnarly old tire was pulled from the Pawpaw River Basin, before the first calliope pipe echoed past the train depot, champions for change began to cement their own commitments to turning these towns around. If you have ever taken time to help a neighborhood kid read by mentoring, you are a champion for change. If you have ever pounded a hammer or wielded a saw at a Habitat home, you are a champion for change, yes! If you have ever offered your time, talent, or treasure to the myriad agencies who are impacted daily by the United Way, you will not only live united, you are a champion for change. If you ever volunteered at a church social, a 5K race, a hospital clinic, or even the youth fair, you are a champion for change. If you ever urged your employees, your colleagues, or even your boss to get your place involved in the community, from neighborhood cleanup programs to food drives and after-school programs, you are already a champion for change. In essence, Every single one of you here today have been or are now or soon will become a champion for change. Even if you've never engaged in any of the things I've already talked about, and you'll hear more very soon, you're already a champion for change because you're here today, learning more about what it takes. In a few short weeks, Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Tom Watson, and Johnny Miller will all tee it up in a friendly battle at Harbor Shores to win the Champions for Change tournament. You've already won the title. You're already living the life. You're already making it happen. And for that, we say thank you. One thing that I've always been amazed by in this community is the generosity and the willingness of so many to work together to make a difference, whether it's through the donation of dollars or time. This is an extraordinary community that I am proud to call home. When the Chamber was approached and asked to help lead this initiative, I saw it really as an honor more than as a job. This entire program is about people coming together to make a difference. It's about people helping people. It's a reflection of those who volunteer and make a difference every day. It's literally a celebration to the individuals and organizations that are making us Michigan's Great Southwest. From the project that turned this hard-scrabble block of decaying buildings into a vibrant city center, to the place called Edgewater, from the Jimmy Carter Work Project that put Harbor Habitat for Humanity on the world map, to the creation of new homes in Harbortown, from the Main Street improvements that we've been watching daily and we all arrived on today, to the life-changing excitement of the First Tee, the Boys and Girls Club of Benton Harbor, and the Host Mentoring Program, this region is earning its championship title project by project. This is a monumental year. Harbor Habitat's building its 100th home. The boys, yes, that's a remarkable milestone. The Boys and Girls Club and First Tee are generating jobs for our young people and opportunities only dreamed of before. Hope 6 housing is nearing completion in the neighborhoods. The 104th year of the Blossom Time Grand Floral Parade still echoes off the walls down here of the music of the Benton Harbor Tiger Marching Band from a few weeks ago. Silver Beach Center is opening and booming. Whirlpool Corporation's gearing up for its 100th anniversary right here where it was born and raised. And Edgewater Bank just celebrated its 100th birthday this morning. Thank you, Rick. As champions for change, we have a ton of things to celebrate, including the grand opening of Harbor Shores. Don't take it from me, though. Let's hear from the people who are in the trenches every day. And we begin that process right now. Please welcome Mr. Doug Schaefer, Executive Director of the Boys and Girls Club.